Hi, and welcome back to Tool Time with Tim. I'm your host, Tim, and let's get started. Today we're going to focus on neutrals. So we're going to work on that same action with the front leg that you mastered yesterday. Oh, and then one other thing, if you found, for example, just about the challenge in general, if you found the first week like so challenging that you're like, whoa, dude, yesterday was so hard, you could do the first week for like 3 weeks and then do this week for week 4. Or you could even spend 2 months with week 1 practicing it over and over again. That's kind of how we do it with beginner sequences. Like, you can practice it until you feel like very, very confident with it. So if any of the practices feel like, dang, I really just need to stick with that one to get some more confidence with it, or any of the weeks, I just want to encourage you to do that. Let's get started today in child's pose. So big toes together, knees wide enough for your ribs to fit in between. Stretch back onto your heels and then arms forward. So just take a few moments to drop in. Feel your breath moving in your body. Enhance the awareness inward. Now look up at your hands. Roll your navel towards your heart and then stretch your hand, walk your hands over to the right. Breathe into your left side ribs. Hands to the left. Back to center. Come up on your hands and your knees. Press into the hands, curl your toes, and then let's rock at the hips up and back into down dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale back into dog. Feet close together, raise your right leg, inhale. Exhale your knee to your right elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale your knee to your left elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your chest. Stretch back into dog. Raise your left leg, inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, reach back. Exhale to your chest. Downward dog. Walk your hands back. Bend your knees and fold forward. Uttanasana. Then bend your knees and roll yourself up to stand. Stretch your arms forward and spread your back. We're going to do like a cat-cow action. And then as you inhale, roll your chest open, stretch your arms back. Exhale, back into the cat position. Inhale, bend your elbows back, lift your heart, spread your chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then come into neutral, raise your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, twist open to your right and spread your arms. Inhale back up. Exhale to your left. Inhale it up. Exhale to your right. Inhale it up. Exhale to your left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Ollie, chill out. Inhale into a flat back. Walk your hands out. Stretch back into down dog. Inhale into plank pose. Pull your right knee up to your chest. Round your back, pull your knee up. Inhale, lower it slow, like you're going to tap it to the floor and reach your heart forward. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, lower it slow. Exhale, pull it up. Step your foot lightly up by your thumb. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, raise your arms up. Curl your back toes under. Then just like yesterday, press into your right heel as you exhale. Arms to your side. Inhale, lower slow. Exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, lower slow. Exhale, arms to the side. Now lean your chest out over your knee. Hold there. Squeeze your right hip back. Scoop your belly up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale back to your side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale to your side. Right hip out, back and in. Inhale your arms up, thumbs up. Exhale to the side. Last one. And then put your left hand down. Plant it on the floor or on a block if your upper back rounds. Twist and take your arm up. Bring your hand down. Step back into dog. Shift into plank pose. Pull your left knee up. Round. Inhale, lower slow. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, lower slow. Pull up from your belly. Feel your core engage. Low abs pull up. Lower slow. Last one. Step your foot up. Drop your back knee. Inhale your arms up. Then curl your back toes. Lift your back leg. Drop your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Now arms to your side. Lean out over the knee. Pause. Hollow out your belly, and as you inhale, take your arms up. Exhale back to your side. Inhale, right into that left heel. Make sure the shin didn't twist in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And then put the right hand down. Block our floor. Navel up, twist. Hand down, step back. Downward dog. Walk your feet forward. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step into plank. Knees down or not, lower slowly into low plank. Then lie on your belly, point your toes back. Inhale, cobra pose. Lower your chest, press up into plank. Stretch back into dog. Step your right foot up. Set up your back heel. Inhale, come up into warrior one. Hook the thumbs and pull up. Then bring your hands behind your back. Press your knuckles together, roll your chest open. Step your back foot an inch or two closer, right leg straight. Then start to lean out over your leg. Pause halfway. And then stretch all the way out over your leg. Now your hands are behind your back to remind you to keep moving that part of your spine forward and down instead of letting it hunch up. If you hunch up, better to just stay with the flat back and work on lengthening. Then from here, we're going to set the fingertips down onto blocks. Come up onto blocks on the tallest height. And then make sure that you have a totally flat back. So if you can look and see your reflection in the mirror or something, you can see that your back's all hunched. Come up higher, put your hands on that chair seat from yesterday. Then from here, bend your right knee slightly, slide your hands, your blocks, a foot in front of your foot. Keep your right hip on its track with the ankle so that you don't drop the shin forward and down. And then raise the back leg as your outer hip lifts up. Hollow out in your middle. And then start to reach your upper sternum forward as you push from your buttock into your back heel and raise your back leg up. Feel the armpits hug down, the belly scoop up, the chest reach forward. Push down into those blocks like you're dragging them back. Feel the muscles in your right outer hip active as you press even into your right foot. Now, as smooth as you can, bend that right knee, step back, warrior one. Hands down, step back into downward facing dog or out of vinyasa. Step your left foot up, set up your back heel. Inhale, warrior one, thumbs crossed, pull up. Then bring your hands behind your back. Step your back foot an inch or two closer as you straighten your left leg. Inhale, roll your chest open. Exhale, start to lengthen out over your leg. Pause halfway and work on the flat back. Or if you got the flat back down, go all the way out. Keep ascending your left hip crease as you reach into the left foot. Are you rolling to the outside of your left foot? Push the center heel, big toe, and little toe mound. Then inhale into the flat back again, fingertips up on the blocks. Reach from your hips to your back heel. Steer your hips back. Then put a little bend in that knee without the shin dropping inward. Lean into your foot, hip on a track with your ankle. Blocks go a foot in front. Strong outer hip as you raise that back leg. Hollow out your middle. Pull your sternum forward. And then firm your buttock towards your heel. Drag the blocks back. Turn on your lats. Neck and low back long. Then bend your knee and as smooth as you can, slide back. Inhale into warrior one. Now open up to your side, parallel your feet. Hands on your hips. Inhale, roll your chest open. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your elbows back, let your head drop. Don't let the sounds around you of Ollie or somebody else's dog freaking out distract you. Instead, let the sounds be a reminder to go inward, to keep enhancing inward into the sensations of the body. Every time you hear a sound, let it anchor you in. Then inhale into a flat back. Reach your heart forward. Turn your big toes out slightly, and then lunge to your right. As you lunge, practice not letting this shin sink forward and inward. So keep the shin like a pillar upward and stretch through your left inner leg towards your left foot. Wake up your spine. Change sides. Come back to center. Walk around to the front of your mat and step back into downward dog. Then set your knees down with your left hand, left knee down, open up into side plank. Hold here or stretch your left leg out behind your right. Then take your top arm over, reach up through your hips as you reach with your fingers. Bring your hand back down. Plank pose. Change sides. Right knee, right hand down. Open up. Hold there with the foot down, or stretch your right leg back. Then lift up through the hips as you reach your arm over. Stretch back into downward dog. Then set your knees down, elbows down. Downward dog on your forearms. Curl your toes under. Scoop your belly up, lift your knees, hips up. Hold here. Without the upper back rounding, if you want to challenge yourself more, take one leg up. Change, take the other leg up. Lower that leg back down. Then come up into plank, downward facing dog up on your hands. Step your right foot up by your right thumb. Drop your back knee down. Inhale your arms up. Bring your fingertips back down. Hold here or hands up onto blocks. Or reach back with your hand and take a hold of your foot. As the quad opens up, start to lift your heart. Change sides. Release that. Then bring your left knee back close to your right. And then bring your fingers into the backs of your knees and start to increase the crease behind your knee. So just like you're massaging, deepening the knee crease. Let the calf muscles smooth down. And start to sit your hips back in between your heels. Now, if you have some knee issues and this isn't a reality for you, you can just practice stretching back like this. Otherwise, you can put a block in between your heels. Find the pose that is going to be helpful to bring health to the body instead of jamming into the body and creating injury. Sit up tall with your chest open. Or, if the butt comes all the way down, you can walk your hands back, scoop your front of your pelvis up, lift your navel, heart, roll your chest and shoulders open. It's kind of like the reverse plank action, but with your butt down. And then come back up. Lie onto your belly. Then bend the knees, bring the heels close towards your buttock. Level 1, just stretch the hands back and lift up. If you have the mobility to, catch a hold of your feet. Then bring the heels towards the buttock as you firm the buttocks out of the lower back. Draw the belly up, stretch the buttocks out of the back, and then start to lift your chest up. Lower your chest back down. Plant your hands by your side. Roll up into upward facing dog. Stretch back into downward dog. Raise your right leg up behind you. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee up to your chest. Turn the thigh out for single leg pigeon. You'll set the shin down, back knee down, and then start to scoot your back knee back. Now this can be a very risky pose for knees, so I don't often teach this one, but we got a bunch of requests for it. So we're gonna do this pose, but I want you to make sure you don't feel the sensation all on your knee. If you're like, this is an amazing knee stretch, feels so good, then you're doing it wrong. Lie on your back and do ankle to knee stretch instead. But if you're feeling it in your outer hip, that's good, just stay with that. If you'd like to go deeper into the pose, you can lower your forearms onto a block or all the way onto the floor. But just make sure that you're keeping this external rotation in your thigh. The hips, you're working towards level, both hips reaching out of your back instead of your right hip sneaking forward. Then come back up onto your hands. Stretch back into downward dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, bring it up for the pigeon. Hold there, start to walk forward. Inhale it back up. And then from here, instead of stretching back to dog, just sit over onto your left hip, swing your right leg around, and cross your right ankle on the outside of your knee. If you're limited in sitting upright, put a block underneath your butt. Otherwise, sit up tall, hook your forearm around, and twist open to your right. Come back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Twist to your left. Come back to center. Then stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Sit up tall. Bend your right knee off to the side like a tree pose leg. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, reach out for your left foot. Inhale back up. Change sides. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, reach out. Inhale back up. Bend your right knee back. Baddha Konasana. Release, stretch your legs out and raise your arms up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. Lie on your back. Shavasana, corpse pose. Let go, let your body drop. Let the sounds anchor you inward. Then bend your knees. Noticing this feeling, how you feel refreshed and renewed almost. Roll over to your side, contemplating this feeling of rebirth and renewal. And then choosing now that it feels like you have a physical clean slate, you can choose whatever you'd like for the day. Your attitudes. Press yourself up gently. Bring your palms together. Thank you. Namaste. So sometimes it feels like the strain of what's going on around us pulls us all around. And in yoga philosophy, we say that the gunas, they affect that we get pulled around through the forces of nature. And when we practice yoga, we get some peace so that we're less pulled around. We're less pulled out by the senses, and we can actually choose instead of being pulled around. So if you can relate to that after practicing, I'm sure you can start to feel that feeling. Hey, I want to know how the pigeon went for you. So when we were in the pigeon, if it felt good on your hip, that's a stretch that you'd like to see more, let me know below. If you were one of the funky knee people, let me know too. We're kind of doing a little survey below. All right, have a great day. Hit that like button. I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.